Hi everyone, this is Sam from Gamereactor here, and we're currently looking at a harder level in the game Snake Pass, and Seb is going to be playing it for us, and I'm going to be asking him some questions. So firstly, you talked us through a little bit about what Snake Pass is. What is this level you're showing for us now?
This is a level that's placed somewhere halfway in the game, so we kind of expect you to understand and be able to do all the basic movements of the snake now, and this is where we start introducing more of the moving elements. And the actual climbing challenges are a lot harder as well. You have less support, more punishing when you die. And it's played in the water theme. The first level you saw is the earth theme. So we have 4 worlds which are loosely based on the 4 elements. In the water theme, obviously there will be more water. Swimming, diving will be used. And yeah.
You talked to us a bit about, it's a physics-based game, and obviously this gameplay is very reliant on the physics, especially climbing and worming your way up things, or snaking your way up things. How hard was it to develop the physics for this game, and how have you implemented it?
It was obviously quite a challenge. It's a very complicated character. The funny thing is, the initial prototype I made for this was actually based on the fact that I was trying to make a physical rope that would just swing if the player moves into it. And while I was making that, I forgot to attach the rope to the ceiling, and I saw it collapse down on itself in a very interesting shape, and I thought, wow, that looked amazing. I've never seen anything like it. I wonder if I can make a controllable rope. So the initial prototype was actually a controllable rope. But because of my background in biology and the fact during university I actually owned 2 real snakes, so I knew how a snake is supposed to move, and I tried to make the rope move like a snake and look like a snake, and that was the initial prototype I delivered for the game jam.
What has been the inspiration for this game in terms of how it looks and how it plays? You mentioned a little bit about this is the games you like to play, like Banjo-Kazooie and things like that. What other inspirations has the game?
Well, yeah, it's very much the colorful platforming adventure games from the 90s, the games that were all about just having fun with your character, exploring the world, the curiosity about what's going to be in the next level, what challenges are ahead of me. And yeah, so it's Banjo-Kazooie, Donkey Kong, yeah, those type of games.
Going back to the worlds, you said there was a water world and an earth world. What other worlds have you got planned in terms of environment?
So they're loosely based on the 4 elements, so besides water and earth, there's wind and fire. And the whole story is about reaching the top of the mountain, so as you progress through this world, you also get higher and higher on the mountain, so the vegetation will look more like high. Once you're in the wind, which is on the top of the mountain, will be very barren and almost desert-like.
Is the world all about exploring, or is there some puzzle elements to it as well?
There's definitely, it's 50% exploration, 50% puzzling, but maybe not puzzling in the traditional sense of the word. I'd like to call it dexterity puzzling. It's about figuring out how to get to the point that you want to be. How do I get my awkward character to get to the place I need to be? And the exploration comes from just finding a good vantage point, having a look around. Oh, there's one that I don't have yet. I can see here the light beam, which indicates that there's one of my glimmers over there. And then the question becomes, how do I get there? And that's the exploration part.
And how much content do you expect there to be in the final game in terms of how much content will be in each of the worlds?
We're aiming to have about between 8 and 10 hours of gameplay, and each level will. Well, the game is really meant to be played at a slow, easy pace. Like, there's no time limit, there's no real harsh punishment for dying. It's just about having fun, taking your time to do it right. And this means that if you want to do a level just completely from beginning to end as fast as possible, you can probably do it in 3-4 minutes. But if you want to get everything in a level, the levels will take about 20 minutes to complete.
And how is the development process? This is a pre-alpha build, so where are you at now, and what are your priorities at the moment?
Well, right now, content-wise, we have almost all the levels locked down in the sense of gameplay. It's all there. Just they don't look very good yet, and so most of the work we still have to do is in dressing everything up, making sure that all the themes look good, the lighting, etc. So most of it is graphics work still.
And when are you aiming to release this and for what platforms?
It's going to come out for all the platforms, all the consoles, Steam, and it's going to release in the first quarter of next year.
Okay, thank you very much.